Americans, here's Mail Call, one big package of words and music and laughter delivered to you by the stars from whom you want to hear. In answer to the request you send to Armed Forces Radio, Los Angeles, USA. You know, friends, lots of Hollywood stars become so famous that they're referred to not by their name, but, well, you know, like Frank Sinatra's called The Voice, Marlene Dietrich is known as Legs, Betty Gable is known as The Body. Well, tonight we bring you the man who is known as the Bob Hope.
He's an old wolf, isn't he?
Thank you. How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? This is Bob Mail Call Hope, telling all you servicemen that because of you each day, total victory becomes surer and surer, and if the Japs don't think so, let them watch how the dictators are getting fewer and fewer. Well, here we are in Hollywood. You know, the opera season's with us again. I've been spending a lot of time at the opera. Everybody likes to hear good singing. Of course, a lot of people listen to Crosby, too. Naturally, everybody who came to the opera was very ritzy. What's swank? Swank. That's French for slink and slunk and mink and skunk. One beautiful society girl was there, and she was really covered with furs. She had a sable coat over her shoulders and an eager beaver on each arm. Frank Sinatra came to the opera, too. He started walking there wearing a big black opera cape. Suddenly a wind came up, and the next thing he knew, he was a dark cloud over San Diego. And those opera tickets were really inexpensive. Expensive, I mean. I take it back. I walked up to the window and took out a $1 bill. George Washington took one look at the price and said, I think we better get Abe in on this deal. When I finally got to my seat, I had a little trouble. There was a soldier sitting in it, but I wasn't afraid. I said, listen, you get out of my seat. And she was a lieutenant, too. It turned out to be a lovely seat, though, right between Rita Hayworth and Ann Sheridan. Every few minutes, they had to turn the cooling system on and turn me off. Lana Turner was there. She was wearing a strapless evening gown, so the following night I went back to see the opera. I just got that. Of course, I hate publicity of any kind, so I tried to remain inconspicuous, but someone noticed me. I don't know why. I was just minding my own business, walking along the balcony railing. It was really a great opera, though, and it was the first time in history that the soprano ever hit C above high C. She owed it all to years of training, the finest teachers in Europe, and to a kid in the second balcony with a bean shooter. And now for some entertainment. Every once in a while, a band comes along that turns the musical world upside down. The guys who are responsible for the latest upheaval are a group of only 6 hep characters who can really beat it out. Seated at the mail call piano as the leader of this combo, it's Eddie Heywood and the greatest little band in the land. Thank you very much, Eddie Heywood. And now Mail Call takes a great deal of pride in welcoming its next contributor. He's one of Hollywood's truly great stars, a wonderful guy and a favorite with every single one of you, Clark Gable. Well, welcome to Mail Call, Clark.
Thank you, Bob. The pleasure's all mine.
Gee, isn't this wonderful? You know, a thing like this happens once in a lifetime.
What do you mean?
Well, after all, the two handsomest men in Hollywood at the same microphone. You know, now that we're standing right next to each other, I've noticed quite a resemblance between us.
A resemblance?
Sure, you're pretty tall, and I'm pretty tall. You've got brown eyes, I've got brown eyes. You've got a nice profile, and I can always get my nose fixed.
Bob, I'm sorry to introduce a serious note here, but there's something I wanted to discuss with you.
Gee, you really sound serious.
Well, I am. Is there any place around here where two men could talk in private?
Yeah, but I haven't got a key. What is it you want to know, Clark?
Well, I'd just like to ask you one question.
Yes?
How can I become a wolf?
You know what I thought you just said? I thought that you, Clark Devil May Care Gable, asked me, Bob, who cares hope? I thought you asked me to teach you to become a wolf.
That's exactly what I asked you.
This is the biggest upset in Hollywood since Crosby got that Oscar. So you really want me to show you how to become a wolf, huh?
That's right.
I don't know where to begin. I've never had this much material to work with before. But tell me, Clark, how did you happen to hear I was so popular with the girls?
Well, don't try to act shy. It's all over town.
Oh, really?
Sure. Everyone says you're the number one ladies' man.
Oh, well, please, I'd rather not talk about it.
Well, all right.
Oh, I'm willing to listen.
Come on, quit stalling, Bob. Let me in on some of your secrets. How did you ever learn so much about women?
Well, I used to be rosin boy with Phil Spitalny and his all-girl orchestra. But I'll be glad to give you any tips I can, Clark.
Well, I'd appreciate it, Bob.
Well, in the first place, there's a new trend. Women don't go so much for that rough, tough approach now.
They don't?
No, now they go for the Frank Sinatra type. It used to be love 'em and leave 'em. Now it's kiss 'em and collapse 'em.
Well, I guess I could become a little gentler.
And another thing, you might try being a little more sophisticated.
Well, but, Bob, I thought I was sophisticated. Well, I just finished reading 3 chapters of Forever Amber.
I started reading that, but gee, no pictures. Bob,
I was looking forward to a little more concrete aid, in the form, perhaps, of a telephone number.
A telephone number?
Sure, you know lots of girls.
Well, yes, but I make a practice of never giving away a phone number unless I get one in return.
Well, that's fair enough. Here's a phone number right here. You'll like her, too, Bob. She's a big movie star.
Oh, swell. Now I'll open my address book. Don't get around much anymore. Now let me see what names I've got here. Say, here's one under the letter L. Lana?
Turner?
No, Lana Krautfinder, smaller firm. But I don't think you like her anyway. Oh, here's one. This is really swell.
Is she beautiful?
She's lovely, and here's her number.
Great. I'll go call her right now. And why don't we get together later?
Oh, good idea. I'll get in touch with the girl you gave me, and we'll be seeing you.